You ready?
Yeah.
Alright.
Hey,
What's your name, man?
my name North K.
I ain't
North
no
K.
professor or nothing, but
John Adams. But you don't want to
welcome
see
to
me
Northern
call
K
that.
University.
Where you from?
I'm from 7 Mile of Klinger.
7 Mile Congo. Well, what you do, North K?
I make music.
You make music for what?
I really just make it for my mood, and then I just put it out.
You just put it up. So, let's see, man. You make music for your mood and just put it out.
Yes, sir.
What's driving you when it comes to your art? Like, what's getting you to, you feel me, keep making it?
I want to see my family get on. Like, I've been watching them struggle, like, really my whole life and shit. And, like, I actually see they got dreams and goals they want to do. Like, they not just people. And I got dreams and goals that I want to do. And I know that, like, if I could get on, I could put my whole family on. Like, we could all eat.
Word. So, how did you get started in rapping and making music?
So it's crazy. Like, my pops, he used to rap and shit. And that nigga, he had a little rap journal. But when I was little, they gave it to me, but I couldn't read. So I didn't even know about rap. But when I was in 4th grade, I had changed schools and went to this school called Stokes. And they had this little table at lunch, and it was like everybody freestyling, and whoever had the coldest freestyle, and they was like rap battling niggas, and it was like whoever had the coldest one, he was like the most popular kid for the day. So I used to watch niggas do that, and I was like, I want that. So I started battling niggas, and I was actually good. I was rapping some bullshit, but it rhymed, and niggas couldn't rhyme.
Yeah.
So I kept going up, and then shit, I got popular for rapping. And then I just stuck to that shit. But I ain't never make a song until I was like 17. And it was this nigga named Jake. I went to like a white school. And it was a nigga named Jake. And he was like, he thought I did something because I was the only black nigga there. So I'm like, yeah, I make music. He like, oh, you rap? It's another black dude here that rap. We got a studio downstairs. You trying to go record? I'm like, yeah. So he was like, after this period, we gonna skip class and go there. So I had like 1 hour to write a song, bro. I had to hurry up and find the beat. I had wrote that song and recorded it in the studio, in the band room. He like, I ain't gonna lie, you probably the hardest nigga in the school. I'm like, damn, it was some little bullshit too. I'm like, damn.
So that was like what you call a bug then type shit, where it was like, you did that, got the compliments off of that shit, was like, oh, you fuck with it, like I'm gonna keep going with that shit, keep applying pressure with it type shit.
Hell yeah, like that's when I had did that song. I had made another one in the studio and shit, and they was like fucking with it, but it was like it wasn't dropped nowhere. Like niggas just kept coming to the studio in school listening to it, and they was like, yeah, he hard. And the other nigga in school, his name was Tez, and he actually had songs out with like thousands of plays and shit.
Yeah.
But like niggas was saying like I'm harder than him, so I start like actually taking that shit a little serious. I'm like, shit, I really want to be like making a song with this nigga, but he'd never make one with me. Like he'd be like, yeah, we'll make one, we never do it. So I was like, yeah, like, bro, we both in the same grade, bro. Why we can't do a song? So I just went to the studio for the first time, and my grandma had took me there. She dropped me off, and nigga, I had made a song called Dreaming. And I put that bitch on SoundCloud, and everybody in school was playing that shit. Like, niggas was sending me videos of them playing it. Like, I had the school turned. Playing on YouTube, that bitch had got like 100 in the first hour, nigga. And I was start going crazy. I'm like, damn, I'm about to be famous.
So, okay. Like, hearing you speak about it, and, seeing the smiles and shit like that, and, the joy bringing those memories up, like, was there a time where that shit kind of came, was kind of pushed to the back? You feel what I'm saying? On some, like, I ain't really rocking with that shit right now, you feel me? Like, just on some, maybe you ain't feeling it right now, fell out of love with doing it or anything,
I ain't gonna lie, it was Hell yeah. It was a time, it was crazy because I was like probably 30 songs in already on SoundCloud and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I was working on my second tape, but on my first one I had did a couple views, but I'm like, damn, because I got so used to niggas hyping me up and shit that I was like, fuck, I don't know what they want to hear. And then I was like getting depressed because I'm like, bro, my views not going up the same. So I started saying fuck rap and was like, fuck it, I ain't gonna make no more music.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, fuck that shit. Somebody had came up to me, they was like, why you stop rapping? I'm like, I don't really rap, bro. So then they was like, damn, you was actually kind of hard. So then I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just make music for me then. Fuck what these niggas think.
Okay. So, do you think, or do you know that there's like been an improvement since you made that switch to being like, I'm making this for me, and not necessarily for like the crowd reaction? You did.
Hell yeah, cause I even hear my old shit all the time, and I be like, damn, cause I was listening to other people's shit and like kind of trying to mimic it, but in my own way.
Yeah.
Cause I knew that's what other people like, so they like my shit if they heard it like that, and it was working. And then niggas was like, well, you sound like such and such, and I'm like, but I'm North K, but you sound like such and such. So
Yeah.
I'm like, let me just make my own shit,
Word.
so I can sound like North K.
Okay. I feel that. I feel that shit. So, you know, with how would you describe like your music? You feel me? Seeing that you make it for yourself and go off your feelings and vibes when it comes to it. How would you describe it to somebody else as like might be their first time listening to you or some shit like that? How would you go about explaining what they getting into listening to North K?
I'm gonna look them in their face and I'm gonna say, look, I craft art. This is what I do. I got music for however you feeling. So listen to everything. Every album gonna be filled with different emotions.
Mm-hmm.
It's really showing like every phase of my life.
Yeah.
So like you gonna hear me when I'm 19 turning up, when I'm 20 and humble, when I'm 18 and just don't give a fuck.
Word.
But everybody can relate to it because everybody been through that shit.
Right. So it's a journey, really.
Mm-hmm.
It's just where you at with that shit.
And that's what my music is. It's just like showing how my life is.
How your life is and shit. Word. I feel that shit. What you smoking on?
Man, I went to the motherfucking Spiggity Spig.
Yeah.
Got me a little tree.
I feel that, man. Word. Couple Lobo question and shit. Man. Like, do you see yourself evolving right now with your music? You think you like in the space of growth more than you in the space of just like executing shit, you know what I mean? And how would you say that you're growing then, if that's the case?
I do feel like I'm changing for real, because for one, I'm being more like open with my music and like letting people into my life, because I'm putting more emotion into it. And then for two, I'm like changing up. Like I'm not only on no street shit, like, cause I'm not on street shit 24/7.
Right.
So my music can't be. So I'm letting it reflect like other emotions and like switching up the beats, so I can use different sounds and change up melodies and shit. Cause I can't sing, but you feel me? My voice good.
Right. Okay. So who are some of your influences when it comes to music? Or, and maybe not even just, music shit, like, and if, you know what I mean, like you might have a person, like you said, Jake, like on some, hey bro, you harder than everybody, and that make you wanna, you feel me, get to it. What's some of your influences?
Shit, for real. A nigga that made me want to rap was Lil Wayne, cause I just always like his metaphors, that shit made you think. And the niggas that's like influencing me and shit, I say as far as that, shit, my little sister.
Right. She do your tag, right?
Yeah, she do my tag, so she always be trying to come to the studio with me and shit. So that's my biggest influence, cause I'm like, shit, we both gonna blow, baby. And shit, probably just the thought, the dream of like actually making it and coming close to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I done did some shit. I would travel the country. I done played in squash tournaments and shit and placed second. I was ranked nationally for that shit. Like, now I want to see how I feel to win at this shit. Win at life.
Alright. I feel that. You got any signing off words? Anything else you want to say?
Stay on the lookout. Northern K University coming soon. Go check out all North K shit. Instagram, Burberry with 3 I's, 1 E. And it's North from the North, baby.
Word.